Hi. Hi, it's been a long time. It's Angie with the Chasing Meeples podcast, and I'm here with an episode of Board Games and Banter because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff. It's been so hectic, so crazy. We are having so many issues with storage and cameras and lights and phones, and it's just been nuts. But I have a lot of things to talk about, and I wanted to had some crazy things happen this last weekend. But before I get into that, let me tell you some about the new games we've been playing. And they're not new, so take that back. Let me talk about this game. It's got wonderful player mats. It is Radlands. I think we got it last year as a Kickstarter. We played it. I didn't really care for it. It's hard for me to say why. Probably pretty much because Chris played one card and like destroyed everything. And like literally you're just done. I don't remember that whole game. I just know I didn't like it. And we put it upstairs. So weekend before last, we went to Starbucks just to sit down, have some coffee, relax, play some games. And Chris, what are you going to bring? Redlands. So happy to play this game again. I had to refresh what it meant a little bit, how to play it. And there's something I think that's just not I'm going to say broken, but the whole water thing I don't like about the temporary water. You have three waters. You have three waters to use kind of as an economy almost. And then you can bring a water tower into your hand, and that gives you a temporary water. And the whole when you can play that temporary water messes me up. And Chris kept trying to explain it. And it's not that I really didn't get it. I just thought it was dumb. I just thought when you could play that temporary water was dumb. If you're going to a water tower to gather water, especially in apocalypse, you're going to take it and you're going to put it somewhere safe. It's there until you use it. It's not like if I don't drink it right this minute, it's going to go bad. Frankly, you're in apocalypse. Mildred Wyeth said, you have a year with your canned goods. So you're good having water in a barrel, for a day or something like that you don't have to use it right away. I hear footsteps. 1 minute. It is just crazy around here. But talked about Radlands. And you know what? I'm going to put it up here where sometimes I bring games up here to talk about them and they never make it downstairs. They never make it back. We're going to hope Radlands is just going to be one of those. It's just going to stay up here. Okay. Shelf of Shame. We had a couple games on our Shelf of Shame that we hadn't played. Cubitos. I don't really even remember when we bought it. If it was a Ding and Dent game, maybe. But we finally brought it out last week, not this last weekend, the one before that. And we had a great time with it. It's fun. It's a race game. I lose by this much. Oh my gosh. That second game Chris and I played, I tell ya, I'm leading all the way through these games. I am leading. Literally, I am not kidding. We're at the finish line. I take my last roll. I'm taking my movements. I have my coins, which at this point, it really didn't matter because there wasn't going to be another turn. I was one step away from the finish line. One step away at one. Chris went 9 and beat me. Oh, I was so deflated. I was so sure I won that one. But it's fun. It's fun. Oh, I love it. We don't do much for race games. I'm not big on that tension type of game, the real hard competition, head-to-head competition. But this was really fun, and I don't mind playing it. I don't mind competing with it. I think it's because it's lighthearted, but this was really fun. Next game. That one I want to make it back downstairs because I like that one. This was another one. It's been sitting there since our Kickstarter came in because it came in right after, so right after or right before Endless Winter. And it's Stan Kordonsky. And I'm not big on this apocalypse thing, as you can tell from my enthusiasm over Radlands. But, and I did read something about, somebody said that it had really good solo mode. So I played it and it was good. I know Chris will love it when he finally plays it. And it's not overly complicated. It was very easy to get through. It did have a really good solo mode, and it doesn't really seem that the solo mode is that different than what it's going to be for the two-player. You're playing against mutants. So I did compare it a little bit to Outlive. You do have levels of your bunker. You need to get past the first one. There's a little bit more benefits by opening up like a second level that you can visit, and you get some bonuses. And at the third level, there's an extra scoring cards that you can only score once you get to the third level. I didn't get off the first level. I did not, but I had a good time playing this game. You know, and one of those games that I think you can keep going and try to get better and better, and you're not just playing that same game, even though that you're going to be doing the same actions, and you know that it's a good game. It's a good game. I would really recommend it. It's got a good solo mode. But Chris is really going to like it, so we have to get it to the table. This is one of those that I'm just going to be so, let's go, you got to play this. And Stan Kordansky, we missed the his latest Kickstarter, and he just opened up it for a late pledge type of thing, whatever that is. I don't actually do our Kickstarters. It's Nova Roma, but Chris just got the notification for it, and we got it. So I am looking forward to Nova Roma when it comes in. That one, Stan does such a great job. He just like hits it out of the ballpark. He's one of those designers that when you see his name on a game, you trust him. You know, you just trust him. And I have another one of those designers that I want to talk about, but excuse me. But this last weekend was kind of a busy weekend. We went with my daughter and her fiance out, and went out to dinner, and then we went axe throwing. Now, it's one of those activities that I've never really wanted to do. Just the idea of sitting in an establishment where people are drinking beer and throwing axes. I know every time somebody said, oh, it's really safe, you're down a lane, there's nobody next to you. I literally envision an axe head coming off the handle, flying behind you, getting conked on the head. Well, that didn't happen. Let me tell you that. That did not happen. But I managed to hit myself in the head with an axe. Yes. Not the sharp one, the blunt end, but it hurt like a you know what. It hurt so bad, and I shook it off. I'm like, oh, no, I'm fine. Don't hurt. I'm fine. Good. No, it was nothing. And we got out of there, and I looked at Chris. I'm like, that hurt like I am now. was bad. It was so bad. I was doing like this overheaded throw, overhand behind the head. Figured I'd get more strength, more momentum, whatever. It would sink in the wall. Well, it sunk somewhere. After that, I did not do the two-handed. I did over the shoulder. And they want to go axe throwing again. I love you guys, but I'm not going axe throwing again. I can only push my luck so far. But had a good time. The next day was what I asked Chris I wanted to do for Mother's Day. I said, don't buy me anything, don't buy me a game, don't buy me a gift. I want to go up to the Nashery in Sturgeon Bay. Love that place. That's our happy place. It is a board game cafe, but not just a board game cafe. It's a board game store. It's got a large shop store area, board game store area, and we always come away with goodies. And this time we only came away with one thing, but we did bring some games up there. We brought Wingspan Asia. I brought Acropolis, and we brought this game. This is the newest game from Dinky Games. It's called Raccoon Restaurant. I wanted to bring it out. I wanted to set it on tables so maybe some people could just take a look at it, or look and see what you're playing. We were going to do some footage for that. Didn't work out. It just board game stores and video stores just do not work out well. So that's that. But we played some other new games. We played Castle Party, which is a flip and write game, which was fun. It was nice. It was okay. We also played Boop. It's it's like a strategy, almost like it's just abstract game. It's an abstract game with cats. The box turns into a bed, and you have small kittens that you want to be able to get 3 in a row, and they can turn into adult cats. The problem is you can't put 2 kittens next to each other because they boop them up. They boop them to one. So it's complicated. It's thinky. I liked it. We had a good time. I lost, but that's okay. It was cute. It was cute. But we did come home with one game. And this is one that I need this chocolate. I'm going to have this chocolate after we get out here. It's a game that I had been looking at, and because of the designer, Phil Walker Hardy, my shelfie. This is, I haven't really compared to Connect 4 because like Connect 4, it's got the large frame and you drop things in the frame. With this game, you're going to have books and different, maybe books and games spread out on the floor. And you need to then put them in the frame. And the thing about that is that you can only put the tiles that have open ends. You can't pick a tile from the middle. It's got to be one that's got an open end on the side. And you put that in a frame, and you have different scoring conditions. You have like cards that maybe goals that you have to meet. I'm really excited about this game. But then I saw Board Game Librarian, which is she's such a really, really nice viewer. I love watching her. But she said she had played it with her husband, and she knew it was a lightweight game. And it said 8 and up, and she's thinking even younger than that it was so light. So I don't know if I'm going to be disappointed in it, but this was the thing. I've been playing heavy games, Euro games, Resurgence, things like that. And I thought I just wanted something nice, a little bit lighter, a little bit more lighthearted, nothing so completely serious. So that's my shelfie, and I will let you know how it plays. Now, you know what happened to me today? Never guess. I was at work, in the bathroom, changing out the hand towel dispenser and boom. Yeah, I'm ahead again. I got knocked in the head again. I think the whole dispenser's probably broken. But yes, the paper towel dispenser fell on my head. Now, it was a different part of my head. It wasn't the same part. Really? Really? That's like twice in a week. I just want to stay. I just want to stay in a room. I just want to stay. This is why, and this is what my coworker said. I definitely knew how much I did not want to go axe throwing. And she had said to me, she was, you need to just sit home and play a board game. And yes, after the whole paper towel dispenser debacle, and then we had issues tonight while we're recording. And so it's going to be another favorite game Friday. It's just, yes, it's been a week. It's been a very, very interesting week, but just get some good games played. Got a new game, and the day is over with, and I'm going to treat myself and have a mini candy bar. And that's all that's on my mind right now. Oh, yeah, that light. Did I mention the lights? I mentioned the cameras and storage issues. Yeah, lights. Oh, lights. We've got to change the studio. We really do.